everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's a total game changer for anyone learning English podcasts. I know, you've probably heard it before, but stick with me because I'm going to show you exactly how to turn your listening time into a powerful, effective, and honestly, super fun language learning habit. We're talking about real, noticeable improvement without feeling like you're stuck in a textbook. So why are podcasts so magical for learning English? It all comes down to one word: immersion. Think about how you learned your first language. You were surrounded by it, right? You heard it on the bus, at the dinner table, while playing. Podcasts let you recreate that immersive environment no matter where you are in the world. You can plug in your headphones and suddenly, you're surrounded by native English speakers talking about things they're genuinely passionate about. The beauty of this is that it fits into the little pockets of time in your day. Your morning commute while you're cooking dinner, doing chores, or even during a workout. These are all moments you can reclaim for language learning. Instead of scrolling through social media for 10 minutes, you could be listening to a short podcast episode. It might not feel like much, but these small, consistent sessions add up incredibly fast. Consistency is the secret ingredient. Listening for just 15 minutes every day is far more effective than trying to cram a 3-hour study session into your weekend. It keeps the language fresh in your mind and builds a strong, sustainable habit. Now, let's talk about the content itself, because this is where the fun really begins. The world of podcasts is massive. Whatever you're interested in, I guarantee there's a podcast about it. Love movies? There are hundreds of film review podcasts. Fascinated by science? You can listen to astrophysicists explain black holes in simple terms. Are you a foodie, a history buff, a true crime fanatic? There's a podcast for you. This is crucial because when you're genuinely interested in the topic, learning stops feeling like a chore. You're not just memorizing vocabulary lists. You're absorbing new words and phrases in context naturally. You'll hear how native speakers use idioms, slang, and different phrasal verbs in everyday conversation. This is the kind of authentic language you rarely find in textbooks. You're not just learning words. You're learning how people actually talk. Let's get practical. How do you find the right podcast? If you're a beginner, start with podcasts specifically designed for English learners. Many of these speak slowly and clearly, and often provide transcripts or vocabulary lists. Look for shows like Espresso English or All Ears English. They break down grammar and culture in a really accessible way. As you get more comfortable, you can start venturing into podcasts made for native speakers. This is where you'll really level up. My advice is to start with a topic you already know a lot about in your own language. If you're an expert on marketing, listen to a marketing podcast in English. You'll already have the background knowledge, so it will be much easier to follow the conversation and pick up the specific vocabulary related to your field. One of my favorite types of podcasts for learning is storytelling. Shows like This American Life or The Moth feature real people telling their own stories. The language is conversational, emotional, and incredibly engaging. You get so caught up in the narrative that you forget you're even studying. You'll hear a huge range of accents, speaking styles, and vocabulary, which is fantastic for training your ear. And don't underestimate the power of humor. Listening to comedy podcasts or interviews with funny people is a brilliant way to learn. When you're laughing, you're relaxed, and your brain is more receptive to new information. You'll pick up on timing, sarcasm, and cultural references that are essential for high-level fluency. Plus, it makes the whole process so much more enjoyable. Who said learning English couldn't be hilarious? Okay, so you found a podcast. What's the best way to listen? I recommend a 3-step process. First, just listen. Don't stress about understanding every single word. The goal is to get the general idea, the gist of the conversation. Just let the language wash over you. Second, listen again, but this time be more active. You might have a notebook handy to jot down new words or phrases that catch your attention. Don't stop and look up every word that will break your flow. Just make a quick note of it. If a transcript is available, this is a great time to read along as you listen. This connects the sound of the word to its spelling. Finally, the third step is to review and use. Go back to those words you wrote down. Look them up. Understand what they mean and how they were used in the episode. Then, and this is the most important part, try to use them yourself. Try to make a sentence with the new word. Say it out loud. Maybe even leave a comment on the podcast, social media page using some of the language you learned. This active use is what moves vocabulary from your passive understanding to your active speaking vocabulary. Remember, the goal isn't 100% comprehension from day one. It's about progress, not perfection. There will be times when you feel lost, and that's completely normal. Don't get discouraged. Just rewind a little bit or maybe try a slightly easier podcast for a while. The key is to keep showing up and keep listening. By integrating podcasts into your daily routine, you're not just studying English. You're living it. You're connecting with real people, exploring fascinating topics, and building a deep, intuitive understanding of the language. You're training your brain to think in English. It's a powerful, flexible, and incredibly rewarding way to learn. So open up your favorite podcast app. Find a show that sparks your curiosity, and just press play. You'll be amazed at how quickly your skills will grow. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope this inspired you to start your podcasting journey. If you have any favorite podcasts for learning English, please share them in the comments below. Let's build a great resource list for everyone. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tips on making your language learning journey effective and fun. See you in the next one.